Have you found yourself needing a general-purpose igniter and the hobby stores are all closed? Well, get over it, because you can't paint that guinea pig plaid. But most definitely, you can scratch build this general-purpose igniter for about 7 pennies a pop. The general-purpose igniter is simple to build. The design is customizable, safe, stable, and extremely dependable. The igniter works with our You Can Do It rocket engine and special effects smoke canisters. We begin with the needed tools, which are a measuring tape, a pair of wire cutters, a sharp knife, a metered glue dispenser, a pair of scissors, and lastly, a wire stripper. Moving on to the parts needed to make about 200 igniters, starting with a box of 250 wooden matches found for $1.25, 2 packs of 1/4-inch diameter paper straws costing $2, a pack of colored tissue paper costing $1.25, 200 feet of 26 gauge stranded wire found on eBay for $10. Igniter shells are made from paper straws. With the knife, cut the straws to a length of 1 15/16 of an inch. One straw makes 4 igniter outer shells. Choose various colors of straws if you want to color code your igniters. Next is to cut our wooden matches to a length of 1.5 inches, so they fit our igniter casing. For the igniter lead length, it is up to the builder's preference. In this video, we will cut our 26 gauge wire to a length of 12 inches. This will make igniters with 6-inch pigtails. Next, we use a set of wire strippers and strip off about 1 inch from both ends of the wire. To build the filament section, we take the stripped wire, fold it in half, then carefully cut away 1 inch of insulation at the center. Next, carefully separate and remove the insulation at the filament section. To build the filament made from one strand of the 26 gauge wire, carefully inspect all strands and choose the best strand to become the filament. Then cut away the rest of the strands. The finished filament should look similar to this. Moving to prepare our cut matches, we will use a scroll saw blade to cut a small groove in the match head. This groove will hold the filament wire in place as you install the igniter assembly into the casing. Next, install the filament wire into the groove made in the match head. Hold the assembly together while installing into the straw casing. Then insert the match at the wire filament side into the straw carrier. The end of the match should be 1/8 of an inch past the bottom of the straw carrier. Using the syringe filled with glue, fill the wire end of the straw carrier with glue, then set aside to dry. Next, we build the tissue paper covers and separators. We need to cut 3/8 inch squares to separate the top of the match heads and cap the ends of the straw carriers. If you have custom igniters, you can color code the type of igniter with tissue. With the tissue squares cut, we install white tissue separator into the straw carrier using a match. This will prevent accelerant from creeping past the match head. We usually fill the top of the igniter with an accelerant like ground match head, rocket propellant, or black powder. This will create a flash to ignite the rocket fuel or special effects flash. Next, with the glue dispensing syringe, we deposit glue to the top of the straw carrier. Now install a colored tissue to the rim of the igniter's straw carrier. Glue down the tissue to the side of the straw carrier, making sure that it is flush. The finished igniter should look somewhat like this. To test the igniter, short the leads on a 12-volt battery. Using the igniter to ignite a smoke effect. Brick. Wow. The igniter starts a rocket engine. We have an orange tip igniter, a rocket engine, and a Model 084 ballistic rocket. The rocket's gonna go up and up. 2, 1, fire. Yowie mama, does it work? Well, of course it does. We did say the GPI is extremely dependable. So where's the up and up and up?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
It's gone.